Well, hello, Virgo gang. This reading is for you if you have Virgo in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements, and you are interested in what is going on with the ex. Herein, we will get a snapshot of their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward, okay? And of course, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. And even if you have, double check the notifications. They do get recalibrated. Make sure you are getting notified whenever I upload readings and other content, okay? And with that being said, if you want to hit me up for some details into your situation, whether it be love or money or whatever, you can see the directions of how to book a personal reading in the description box below this video, okay? We've kept those affordable for a reason, okay? And so at any rate, y'all, of course, the likes and comments mean the world, and it also helps me on YouTube as well. So really appreciate those of you who have been doing that. Thank you so much. All right, Virgo gang, let's get the energies around this past person. The energies around the past person, Virgo. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay. Well, we got Leo and Virgo energy. We've got Earth energy, fire. We have air. And we have Sagittarius and Gemini. Lots of major arcanas. Very well may have been a very important connection. All right. So let's kind of delve into this thing just a little bit. I'm going to start, Virgo gang, with your energy, okay? Let's talk about this thing. I don't think that you feel like this is viable anymore. And I think maybe you have worked through some things and kind of done some healing as a result, okay? I'm looking at, here's what's in your energy, just so you know the cards. The Ace of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Wands, and the Upright Tower reversed. So I really feel like you felt like this was not a viable opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and you may really be questioning the motives of this person, okay? You may feel like that their motives were not the same as yours as far as this connection, okay? Let's just put it that way. And then maybe not altogether, maybe a little bit self-serving in some way, okay? Not, but definitely not aligned. And I feel like you feel like, okay, I feel like you feel like, wow, okay, Virgo, it appears that you feel like this is a losing battle. Okay, that if you were to go down this path, that it would definitely end up, you know, not where you would want. Okay, with that Nine of Wands there. That is literally the card of fighting a losing battle. But you're patching up your heart. You know, the drama's clearing around this thing, okay? And you're starting to get some clarity. You know, you may still have days, you know, and I don't know where you are on this timeline, but okay. You may still have days where, you know, you're sad. You think about this person, you know, the what ifs and the if only if I had, you know, kind of, you know, thoughts, okay? But those are getting less, okay? Things are getting better in your heart, okay? There's not so many sleepless nights. There's not so much overthinking. There's not so much being sad and missing and, you know, that kind of thing, okay? So what's, you know, but I think, so I kind of think you're over here doing your thing, which is kind of interesting because your person, you know, I really think they're more fond of you than you realize, Virgo. I really do. You got the Hermit card over here, the Strength card, and their energy, and the Ten of Pentacles, okay? They kind of think that this thing could really have some potential, some long-term potential. So it's kind of interesting, the different perceptions around this situation, okay? And, you know, your person and or you may be well off, I mean, or whatever, with this Ten of Pentacles sitting here. Or maybe your person thinks that you guys together could be prosperous financially or could have a family. Okay, that can, you know, this Pentacles can sometimes speak to families. So, you know, all right. But they have really thought this thing through with that Hermit card. They've gone inside, and the end of the day, I think they really feel like there is a lot of, you know, strength in this situation. The Strength card is a lot of spiritual muscle. It represents to me, it is a telling card, because what it tells me is that the person has really gone inside and done some work on themselves, and found their spiritual muscles and found their abilities and their strength to be a better person. Point one, period. So really, you know, I think you both are doing well, but differently about the, you know, as far, I don't think either one of you are bad people, okay? But I think you're on a different page. And bear in mind this too, Virgo, these could go opposite, okay? This could be, you know, how you think your person feels. This could be how they think you feel. So this could go either way. But hear me out. One of you really feels like there's a lot of potential here. And, you know, but at the same time is kind of being quiet about it, okay? Kind of biding their time and doing the energy work. And the other person is doing energy work too and working on things in their own self. But they don't think this connection is a viable one. So both of you, I think, are good people. But you see this whole thing differently, which is kind of interesting. That would be. So it's like you're on just two different pages on this thing. That's what I'm getting, Virgo. So I kind of get that one of you is likely feeling like holding back. I'm going to get some clarity on you and your energy, or the person that's holding back, okay? And I'm going to get some clarity on that. The reason I'm confused is because the outcome is kind of interesting. I want to see how we get from here to here. Okay, so that's what I'm doing real quick, Virgo. You know, as far as that goes. This one over here is pretty clear cut, but this one, okay. All right, it is a strong soul connection. I was right when I saw those major arcanas, okay? Very intense. Could very well have twin flame energy. You know, you're really, really on the fence about this thing, probably. And again, wondering if this is worth your time with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're up in your head about it with this Lover's card. And you've pulled two Gemini cards, okay? I have two, you know, different readers are different. In my deck, there are some zodiac signs, Leo being one of them and Gemini being one of them, that, you know, a couple of different cards can represent. Aries, I have two cards. But at any rate, that's another story. Lover's card, okay, intense connection, a lot of passion, a lot of physical attraction, very intense, okay. This is a person, when you met them, you felt like you had known them all your life, more than likely, okay. Okay, and if this is your story, you probably would be well advised, if you haven't already done so, to check out, this is free, on my playlists called Twin Flame, okay. Go to the top of your phone on my channel, go to playlist, flip over to Twin Flame, okay? And Twin Flame, soulmate, soul connections. I do believe in twin flame energy. I don't believe in an end-all, be-all, okay? You can manifest it twice, okay? Either you believe the law of attraction or you don't. If you believe the law of attraction, you can manifest twin flame energy many times because you have many people who you have close soul connections to, okay? All right, now, I won't go down that rabbit trail a whole lot right now because this is a tarot reading and that's why that is there if you're interested in what I just said. Okay, with that being said, the Lover's card can also speak to really being in a situation where you are having to make a decision, you are faced with a decision, and you're called, when you get this card many times, to look at both paths and make an intuitively led decision, okay, about whether or not you want to go forward, all right? You do see a lot of potential here as well. So, really, I think you're on the fence. I think there are, you know, I think there have been times where you felt like it wasn't worth your trouble, but then again, you know, you see the celebrations and the happy times that you had. And you may have been married to this person, okay? But there were celebrations here. And there's a lot of connection and emotion on both sides. I see that all day long. A lot of fondness. So I think there are times where you feel like this thing isn't worth your time. Might be fighting a losing battle. But here's what happens. But you see this as a possibility. And at the end of the day, you start to realize and come to some clarity. Now I understand how we get from here to here. I can get you to the probable outcome that I'm seeing. The cards that I pulled to clarify give me the complete story. This is all a card about divine timing and patience and optimism and hope and healing and balance, okay? The Temperance card, okay? It's all about you guys going inside, figuring out what you want to do, figuring out what you need to fix, going inside in solitude, and I'm not saying separate, that's not what I mean, but it is spending time in solitude regularly, and that is the key to success in a connection like this that's so intense. You must stay on top of your game, okay? You cannot get complacent. It is my firm belief that these intense connections like this that we just looked at on these cards are the first ones to go by the wayside in a very toxic way if we get complacent on our spirituality, okay? So, with that being said, where do I see you going? I see you, you got the Six of Swords reversed, okay? And you have the Magician card. So, it's kind of like, you can manifest whatever you want to, as I just said. Either you believe the law of attraction or you don't, okay? But at the end of the day, I think, and like I said, this person could be at a distance, and could be at an energetic distance, okay? I think your person is ahead of you on making a decision, or was, depending on where you are on this timeline. They came to the conclusion first, or vice versa, but one of you came to the conclusion before the other that this thing is viable with a lot of potential, okay? You step into a very powerful place here, and it's done by working through things, okay, and putting away any swords, and stop with the drama and the and all that kind of stepping into some mature behaviors, and this is moving to calmer waters, clearer skies, see in the distance, okay? Are there going to be days where there are clouds? That is true with any connection, okay? Or if you're by yourself, okay? There are going to be days where you're faced with challenges. It is all about how you deal with them in a mature way or not, okay? And that's up to you, okay? You decide whether you're going to make this work. Do I see it going forward? Yeah, for the most of you, I do. I see that it can, I think there's a lot of emotion on both sides, and both people, I think, if they haven't already, will come to the place where they feel this thing has a lot of potential, and they really have emotion for this other. I think this is going to happen on both sides, okay? And I'm very cautious about saying this is an X reading because I don't want to give people false hopes. Energies can change. Outcomes are not set in stone, okay? Your person can change their mind. You can change their mind. Something can come along across their path and get their attention. I mean, vice versa, okay? But right now, with the energetic snapshot we just took, that's what I see, okay? Divine timing card, patience. This is all about not rushing this thing, because if you rush it, okay, it will go by the wayside, okay? I can assure you of that. It is all about letting things unfold naturally, organically, and in their time. And there is no reason to push this because you are slated for success, okay, regardless, okay? So I think, Virgos, the majority of you are going to step into a place of optimism and patience. You're going to trust this process. You're going to be fine. You're going to flow. You're not going to fight against. You're not going to push. You're just going to let things unfold organically. And I think that is going to be your key to success in this and in everything. Okay, so I like this energy. And what's interesting is, the Virgo card in your person's energy, I think you're in their thoughts. There you go. All right. There you go. So, and it's all about stepping into your power too when you pull your own card like that. Many, many times too, Virgo. So, with that being said, let's get you guys Acknowledge real quick. If you haven't already hit me up for a personal reading, certainly do so, okay? Subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you join my growing soul fam by subscribing and making sure you're hitting the notification button below. And, of course, likes and comments, like I said, I really appreciate. With that being said, we have Leo energy once again. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, a new romantic cycle begins. Libra energy. And what did I say? Nothing is set in stone. There you go. Let's get a quote for you guys. Okay. Let's get a quote for you guys from my 3x5 cards of quotes and things that touched my soul at one point, helped me along my journey, still do many times. This came up earlier in the Leo reading. Don't follow a path. Blaze your own trail. There you go. Robert Frost, very wise poet. One of my favorite poet, okay? I like Poe a lot, but Frost is amazing. But anyway, if you read that poem that Robert Frost wrote called Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, and you don't get the much deeper meaning than this dude is just stopping to look at snow, you miss the whole thing. It is. I get chills every time I even think about it. The best way out is always through. Robert Frost. There you go. So with that being said, thank you, Virgos, so much for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, gives me support and comments and lets me hear. The comments touch my heart. I can't even, y'all. Thank you so much. Many, many blessings.